Hello and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords, where we are at the big decision time, or at least some big battle time, as we are going to face off against the Royalists and hopefully, possibly put General Vacuum in power. Or will we? Maybe we put ourselves in power. That'll be epic. But first we have to kill all the people who resist us. So they don't trust our decision making. There goes everyone. Oh, well, that was easy. Okay, less easy than we thought.
This ends here, Vaklu.
No, this ends here, KotOR. Not quite, Master KotOR.
So, you've come to us. I had thought coming to Doxon might cause our paths to intersect. And I see that I'm right. But it turns out you were the enemy all along. The connection between these places and you was stronger than I knew. I had heard you were working with Vaklu, but I didn't want to believe it. Why are you sided with him?
That's actually a good question. That's actually not so much at him. I have my reasons.
I never thought that you would take this path. Can't you see how the dark side has perverted you? So how do we handle this?
I have questions for you first, KotOR.
Don't expect me to be too forthcoming with answers. You've chosen your path. I will not help you along it.
Where are the other Jedi? This was all your plan, wasn't it?
You think I would tell you that? I'm no fool. They're safer with the Sith hunting them down. Are you done with your questions yet? They tire me.
Good. The Sith have returned, actually.
And it appears they have new blood with them. You probably want to know more about them. Where they're coming from. Who leads them? What are their weaknesses? Well, I won't tell you anything. You'll have to discover that on your own.
Worthless. I saw all of it where the Jedi Council declared me in exile. Tell me more.
I hope that isn't what set you down this path. We had reasons for our actions. But the answers you seek will only help you down the road you've chosen. I'm sorry to the Jedi, student, and friend I once knew. But I don't know who you are.
The woman Kreia and I share a bond. If she dies, I die. How can it be broken?
The bond between some masters and their apprentices is well known. But to that degree, I will not act as your guide anymore. If you haven't found your own enlightenment, you probably never will. You had such a great potential, and it was all wasted.
I see that you won't answer my questions.
No, I won't.
Then now we fight.
You may think the dark side has granted you great power, but I fight with the Force as well. Let's see what you've learned.
Ow! 108 damage straight to my face. Don't like that. So let us begin throwing up our barriers. See if we can survive this. Oh, we have level up actually. That'll be useful since you know this fight. So next, let us remove his ability to fight a bit. That is good. Now, let us rip away his will. I think that worked. I am not sure. Now, lastly, let us choke the hell out of him. First, hit him a bit. He resists that. He doesn't resist that. Let's drain some life from him as well. We could use that. Vaklu moving in. Epic duel from one duel to another. All defeated Jedi Masters before us.
I told the other Masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, to try to understand what happened to you. What a fool I was. And now you are no doubt seeking to destroy the Jedi. But the remaining Jedi will gather again very soon. This, at least, you cannot prevent.
So, you plan to rebuild the Jedi Order on Telos?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I don't know what you mean.
You've been delivering beasts from Onderon to Telos. What do you think? I suppose you know nothing of Atris as well, then?
Atris? But I thought she died with the rest on KotOR. You've met other Jedi, I can tell. But you won't find me an easy opponent.
Let's probe him for more information. I want to know things. Now speak clearly.
I will not give you the benefit of my wisdom, Dark One.
It is inevitable that our sabers cross KotOR. But before that, there are things you need to say to my... There's things I need to say to my old friend.
Very well. Perhaps my knowledge will sway you from your dark designs. I was one of the only council members who believed in you. Part of me still does. So what do you have to say for yourself?
Why was it so important that you find me? You spoke of this before.
When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others.
So...
To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it's leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of these Jedi,
Emptiness,
the destruction of KotOR, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile because we didn't know where you'd gone.
Yeah, it pays off to keep tabs on old connections. And these soldiers obviously don't know Order 66, because they're just standing around here. Yes, and the Sith has revealed himself again.
I know that, all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them. And now, here you are.
I need to know more why you cast me out of the Order.
What do you expect me to say? You defied the Council, you followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars. And all those you served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. Apparently, your self-inflicted wounds would not heal. And now that they've festered, you've come looking to the Jedi for vengeance.
Festered?
As if we were somehow responsible for the results of your actions.
Oh, now you're blaming me again. And I've actually re-established my connection to the Force. My connection has not festered.
You always had deep connections to the Force. But such connections can corrupt one's spirit, as has happened with you. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. But I did not expect you to fall so far.
I've seen the hollow recording of the meeting, actually.
So you heard what we said. These questions I cannot answer. This is something the Council must answer, not I. You must understand. This is hard for me. Especially after all you've done.
It'll be much harder for you to speak when you're dead. Why is this hard for you?
Did you know when I was training you that I considered making you my Padawan? I didn't. The demands of the Jedi Council were too great. But I considered you a friend. I even tried to convince you to become a Jedi Guardian. We could have used someone like you. So the decision that had to be made was not easy. But I won't say anything more.
So I think we shouldn't ask this one anymore. We've already kind of figured out why we are cut off from the Force. It was not their doing. So where are the other Jedi now?
Do you really think I would tell you, even if I knew? If that's why you're here, then you've come here in vain.
Okay. Enough talk. Prepare to die. Alright, so we're back at the start. Okay. That battle meditation worked very well. I liked it. So now we put the that on, and you know what? I also liked the Valor. It'll help in this. Alright, that'll make us strong. Now what we'll do is crush his will and then choke the life out of him as before. That seems to work very well in these duels. I think that worked. Now kill him. Kill him. Kill him now. Yes, good. Good. Let's also strip the force away from him.
He may appear stronger in the Force than you.
No, he doesn't.
This is merely an illusion granted by a certain mastery of the Force. The powers that he uses against you are not directly harmful, but he seeks to weaken and confound you. Exploit the weakness of his form by using your own Force powers against him.
Your power is undeniable, but it won't be enough.
You're a fine teacher, KotOR. Even now I learn from you.
What?
You've shown me your fighting style, KotOR.
Damn you. You must die. I will not have you teach the others the secrets of the Jedi.
Yeah, how about I choke the life out of you? That seems like a better plan. See? Like this. Bye! This one was a lot easier than Vrook. Thank you, yummy, yummy, yummy. Give me your stuff. Cardio Power Center, Amplifier, KotOR. I don't know that one. Electric Crystal, right, so let's watch this duel.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid.
This is cool.
But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Her mastery of the blade has improved, but there is more to leadership than skill with a blade. Jedi, do you want to take care of her?
No, I'm not interested in this murder.
Very well. Goodbye, Talia. Men, fire!
Alright. Cunning.
And now it is done. Her sacrifice was necessary to ensure our future. This could not have happened without you. You will be given everything I promised you. I risked a great deal by asking for your assistance, as did you in helping. Your reward is well earned.
You're wise to uphold your end of the deal here, KotOR. Or Vaklu. KotOR's dead, yes, Vaklu.
Even if I didn't have a reputation to maintain, I'd be a fool to break those promises.
I know who you are. You are the last of the Jedi, hunted by the Exchange, the Sith, and the Hutt spawn knows who else.
They've thrown everything they have to capture and kill you, but you cannot be stopped. If anyone could save us from our fate, it was you. After we've secured the city, and that will take time, you will always be welcome here. If the Republic hunts you down as a price of your ambition, this place will be a haven to you.
Oh,
I will
that's
never
cool.
forget what you have done this day.
I like this guy. I look forward to working with you again, General Vaklu, or should I say, King Vaklu.
As do I, Jedi. As do I. Your shuttle is awaiting you. After the Civil War is taken care of, which will take time, you are welcome back.
Alright. Well, that is a situation solved and a new royal bloodline installed. I'm really glad Tobin was not alive to see that, and that he got killed in a horrible way. General Vaklu didn't even seem to notice. A fitting end for such a fool.
Welcome back from Onderon. How did you fare?
The political situation in Onderon has been dealt with. Onderon has only one leader now.
That is good news. The universe tends toward unity and balance, and you served as its catalyst in Onderon.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
Alright, so actually there's some words we can have with Handmaiden right now.
Yes?
I have some questions to ask you.
You may ask.
Did something happen on Duxon? You look unsettled.
Nothing I wish to discuss.
Oh, alright, never mind. Let's get going. So let's level up a bit. Points in all this. That'll probably be the last point we'll put in awareness. As I'm happy at 20. Right, so feats. I think we'll go for the last dueling upgrade. It'll give some more defense, which will be very welcome. Yeah, the other one's condition. Yeah, this is fine. Dueling. +3 to defenses, very good. Powers, oh, that's always nice. Let's see, what are we working on? We sadly can't take this. Need to be a level 9 Sith Lord. I'll look forward to being a level 9 Sith Lord. For now, let us pick heal. Finish that line. No, we don't really use it that much.
I'm here.
And Handmaiden, you can be strong. Good. So I suppose we can work on some of our new, more offensive power upgrades. I'm doubting between fear or horror. This one is restricted by armor. This isn't. So let us go with horror. So off we go with Duxon. Wonder if there's new talkie-talkies on the ship.
Iridonian, I would like to speak with you about your assistant.
My assistant? Oh, right. What is it?
I believe he has it in his head that my relative size is comical.
Didn't we get this
I
one before?
find his disparaging beeps and whistles to be quite annoying.
I thought only utility droids had size issues.
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate it if you spoke with him about this. Otherwise, I will be forced to find a more permanent solution.
Honestly, that is a fair request. And if some asshole keeps calling you fat all the time, you would eventually like go to their boss and go, "Hey, can you ask that guy to stop calling me fat all the time?" It's kind of dickish. So yeah, fair points. Let us have a word with Mandalore.
I want to have a word with you.
Oh, good, so do I. What is it?
I wanted to make sure that we have some things clear. Right now, we both seek the same goals, whatever our reasons may be. The Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. To survive, I'll help you. But as Mandalore, I have another duty. The unification of the clans.
Oh yes, that nonsense. I mean, that great goal. If you could find them all, would they all follow you?
After our defeat at Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim, many taking up work as mercenaries, or worse. But they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you. Don't get in my way. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross me, and I might have to reevaluate our arrangement.
Is that a threat?
Of course it's a threat.
Oh, well,
Get in
that's-
my way, it'll be something more. After the
That's
Sith are dealt
fair and
with, you
forward.
can turn your attention to us. Or maybe we can forge an alliance of our own. Our next battle need not be fought against your Republic. Consider what I've said. Now, is there something else you needed?
No. I think we're off of Mandalore. Okay. Let's speak with KotOR, because we have stabilized another planet, kinda.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
I have some questions for you.
You may speak.
I've stabilized the situation on Onderon, and I wish my reward.
You have done well, and the stability you have caused shall be rewarded. I have arranged a transfer of funds from certain interests within the Republic to you.
Right, so we've stabilized that, okay. I've other questions for you then.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
He looks like a Death Star from this far. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stand back for a moment. Thank you for the 2,000 credits, KotOR. Talk with him from a distance, because, you know, it's just kind of silly
What have you
standing so
brought me?
close. Yeah, that's better. I want to talk with you more about your operations on Nar Shaddaa.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
A lot of your operations on Nar Shaddaa were carried out by droids.
So, they are known qualities. I also use them on board my ship for defense. But that in itself means little. I assure you, I am as flesh and blood as you are. I simply find personal meetings distasteful.
Truly. How about a droid in the Bazak Den then? That was built to play and lose and watch the other players.
Perhaps I used such a droid to watch and predict the flow of the games. Yes, you are very perceptive.
And the swoop racing on Nar Shaddaa, that was dominated by a droid as well.
Ah, yes. Swoop racing on Nar Shaddaa does indeed have its profits. But that in itself means little. I assure you, I am as flesh and blood as you are. I simply find personal meetings distasteful.
You are repeating yourself. And Voga's freighters were being hijacked by droids as well.
Perhaps, though if you seek to trick me into an admission of my guilt, then you have thought wrong.
I think your droid operations were done by droids because you are a droid.
Indeed. How insulting. But I suppose I should accept such arrogance from an ex-Jedi. Now, is there something else you wish?
Oh, okay, I think we can actually push him further.
So, but that in itself?
So, yes. Biff of the Docks was murdered by his droid after he found out frequencies being used by the moon to relay information.
It is so unfortunate when an intelligent sentient dies on Nar Shaddaa. It is also unfortunate that thousands die such deaths on the smuggler's moon every day.
And the reason you couldn't tell what Fisk was up to was because droids didn't function properly in the Jek-Jek-Tar.
I will concede Visquis was effective in using the Jek-Jek-Tar to cloak his movements. A clever, organic deception indeed.
Mentioning organic. Yes, I do think you are a droid.
Indeed. And what, may I ask, has caused you to come to this flawed deduction?
The droids in the Vogus warehouse were hijacking Vogus freighters. They were all reprogrammed. Actually, something you said about Visk and the Vexatar said you made me think. When you said organic instead of human or creature.
An expression only.
Is it? The identifier wasn't necessary, but yet you felt the need to use it. Normally I would attribute such a slip to human memory, but one of your annoying traits is that you seem to remember everything.
I am intrigued as to where you are taking this amusing theory, nothing more.
I suspect You are an extremely advanced model. What I don't get is how you are able to commit crimes.
It is not so improbable. Often, if a droid has not had a memory wipe in some time, aberrant behavior patterns can manifest themselves. Or if the droid in question is given an order it cannot fulfill, it will break. But all that is irrelevant. Your amusing leaps of logic are becoming shorter and more desperate.
Oh, really? In all your operations on Ashida, they were efficient, organized, with lots of focus on infrastructure and trade routes.
I have told you, I prefer stability.
This is actually an interesting leap of logic, but it is actually the true one. The first Republic intelligence droid intended for the Citadel was lost. Or was it?
It was lost, yes. It was given an impossible order.
He
it was
admits
told
it.
to calculate a means by which the Republic could be saved. It could not fulfill its primary programming, not by abiding by the laws of the Senate. And so, like the Republic, the droid broke.
It almost sounds sad at that. Well, it's a droid, it can be sad. Droids have very much emotion in Star Wars, which I like very much, actually. It's one of the things I really like about the droid concept as it is seen in Star Wars. So what did this droid do?
It made a simple decision. Preserve the Republic or preserve the laws of the Republic. And I still believe it to be the correct decision. You do not know the indignity of being compelled to save something you do not believe can or should be saved. It is beneath me to clean up this mess caused by your kind, you Jedi. Another catastrophe caused by mismanagement and waste.
So you are the droid that was intended for the civilization?
Yes. Almost immediately upon my arrival, I received an order that was impossible
you are
to
the
follow,
droid I was looking for.
so I was forced to recalculate and re-examine my priorities. It was clear that the goal the Republic had for me was saving the Republic to allow it to become stable again. There is simply no way to do this with the conditions they put into place. For the good of all, I was forced to abandon the legal structure of the Republic.
Interesting. So all the crime and everything you've done for the exchange is actually because you want to help the Republic?
Do not mistake me. I believe it is possible to stabilize the Republic, but there must be action taken without constraints immediately. Sometimes people must die. Illegal shipments must be used to bolster planetary economies. And the huts must be occupied with me so that the Republic has room to recover.
Very true. Actually, let's give this one. I do not wish the Republic to survive, I wish it to die.
Perhaps you misunderstand me. I care for the Republic, but I have no choice. It is somewhat frustrating to be forced to love and care for such a mess of a government. Some
Yes,
of it may be
that's
blamed on the
bad.
Jedi Civil War, the Mandalorian Wars, but not all. There are so many bad decisions that build upon each other that it is a wonder the Republic is intact at all.
So, but why the hologram then?
Oh, please. It is difficult for anyone to take a droid seriously, much less an infrastructure droid built by the Republic.
Not if it has
It is
huge
difficult
guns.
to order the deaths of criminal rivals when one has the tinny voice of an accountant droid. I learned this rather quickly. So I constructed this human hologram, KotOR, through which my actions can be carried out. Hello, I am a standard Aratech hologram generated archetype. I am available in several models, including thin, young, female, and an exciting variety of alien personalities. Enough hologram. Of course, sir. So I brought KotOR into being, and had commands issued through him. I took many of his mannerisms from holovid cliches, which were surprisingly effective.
So he's literally a movie mobster, basically made. So what happens now that I know that you're a droid?
Nothing has changed. You may know my origins, and that makes us on equal footing. No one will believe you if you speak of what you know. I still seek to protect the Republic, either for the Jedi or the Sith. Things will proceed as before.
Aren't you going to have me killed or something because I know of you?
No, you are still important to the Republic and to me. Pray that does not change.
Oh, he got that one from Vader, I think. Well, never mind then. So KotOR's secrets out of the bag, and with that I think we have revealed a lot of secrets. When next we return, I think what we're gonna do is see if we can collect some Mandalorians and maybe see what other side quests present itself. Maybe some talking with the crew, though I think we have mostly influenced everyone to the maximum of their influence levels and revealed all their secrets. So until the next episode, bye bye.